Hey everyone, it's your friendly neighborhood American in the Philippines here. I want to talk about something that a lot of us, both foreigners and locals, deal with, but maybe do you and discuss enough. That feeling of anxiety when you re-squeezed into a packed jeepney or a tricycle. You know the feeling, right? It's hot. You're shoulder to shoulder with strangers. Your personal space has completely vanished, and suddenly your heart starts racing. It can be overwhelming. When I first moved here, I absolutely loved the experience of riding Jeep. The colors, the energy, the sheer ingenuity of it all. But I'll be honest, there were times when the closeness and the lack of control sent my anxiety through the roof. I'd find myself holding my breath, my mind racing, just wanting the ride to be over. It got to a point where I started avoiding them, which felt like I was cutting myself off from a huge part of daily life here. But I didn't want to let anxiety win. So I started developing some simple, discreet techniques to help me stay calm and grounded. And today, I want to share them with you. These have been a game changer for me, and I really hope they can help you too. The first and most powerful tool is your breath. This sounds almost too simple, but trust me, it works wonders. When you feel that anxiety creeping in, the first thing that happens is your breathing gets shallow and fast. We need to consciously reverse that. So, here's what you do. It's called box breathing. You can do it anywhere, anytime, and no one will even notice. Just breathe in slowly through your nose for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, hold that breath for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3. Then, gently exhale through your mouth for a count of 4. 1, 3. And finally, hold the empty breath for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3. That's one cycle. Repeat this 4 or 5 times. Inhale, hold. Exhale, hold. This simple rhythm sends a signal to your nervous system that you are safe and in control. It slows your heart rate and clears your mind. Practice this when you're not anxious, so it becomes second nature when you really need it. Now, let's talk about your eyes. When we're anxious, our eyes tend to dot around, taking in every little stimulus, which can make us feel even more overloaded. We're scanning for threats, even when there aren't any. The trick here is to give your eyes a calm, steady job to do. Instead of looking at everyone's faces or the chaotic traffic, find a single, non-moving point to rest your gaze on. This is called a soft gaze. It could be a sticker on the ceiling of the jeepney, a particular bolt on the window frame, or even just a spot on the floor. Don't stare at it intensely. Just let your eyes rest there gently. This helps to narrow your field of vision and reduces the amount of sensory information your brain has to process. It tells your mind, see, we can just focus on this one simple thing. Everything else is just background noise. It anchors your attention in a very real, physical way, pulling you out of the whirlwind of anxious thoughts. Next up is a technique called grounding, and it's all about using your sense of touch. When your mind is spinning, bringing your awareness back to your physical body can be incredibly centering. You're sitting in a trike or a jeepney, surrounded by different materials and surfaces. So, let's use them. Reach out and touch the seat. Is it smooth, vinyl? Is it a bit rough? Feel the texture. Press your fingers into it. Notice the temperature, or focus on your own clothing. Run your thumb over the seam of your jeans. Feel the texture of the fabric. You can also discreetly press your feet firmly onto the floor. Feel the solid ground beneath you, the vibration of the engine. Wiggle your toes inside your shoes. This tactile feedback reminds your brain that you are physically present, here and now, not lost in a spiral of what-ifs. It has a powerful way to pull your focus away from the feeling of being crowded and back to your own personal, physical self. Sometimes, the anxiety isn't just internal. It's a direct result of feeling physically squished. In the Philippines, the culture is very communal, and personal space is a bit more fluid than what I was used to in the States. But that doesn't mean you can't politely advocate for your comfort. It's all in the delivery. If you need a little more room, you can turn to the person next to you with a warm, friendly smile and say a simple phrase in Tagalog. Something like, "Pasensya na po pong umusok ng kaunti." This means, "Excuse me, please. Could you please move just a little?" The key words here are po, which shows respect, and kanti, which means a little, making the request feel small and easy to grant. Another gentle option is, "Excuse me po, medyo masikip po." That translates to, "Excuse me, it's a bit tight." Often, just stating the situation politely is enough for people to naturally adjust. Remember, a smile and a respectful tone go a very long way. People are generally kind and will be happy to oblige if you ask nicely. Let's expand on these ideas and create a sort of Jeepney Zen toolkit. What else can we do? Engage your other senses. Let's talk about sound. The noise of a jeepney can be a lot. The engine, the music, the chatter, the traffic. Instead of letting it overwhelm you, try to manage your auditory input. Earphones are your best friend. You don't even have to be listening to loud music. You could play some calming, ambient sounds, a gentle podcast, or even just wear them with nothing playing to muffle the surrounding noise. This creates a small, personal bubble of sound that you control. This gives you a sense of agency in an environment where you otherwise feel like you have very little. Another sensory trick involves scent. This might sound a little strange, but it works. Our sense of smell is powerfully linked to memory and emotion. Find a scent that you find calming. It could be lavender, peppermint, or eucalyptus. You can put a tiny dab of essential oil on a wristband, on the inside of your shirt collar, or on a small handkerchief in your pocket. When you start to feel anxious, you can discreetly bring your wrist to your nose or pull out the handkerchief and take a gentle sniff. These familiar pleasant scent can act as an anchor, instantly transporting your mind to a more peaceful state and cutting through the overwhelming smells of the city. It's a tiny, personal oasis of calm that you carry with you. Let's also prepare our minds before we even step out the door. A lot of anxiety comes from the unknown, so reduce the unknowns before you leave. Visualize your journey. Picture yourself getting on the jeepney, finding a seat, and feeling completely calm and at ease. Imagine yourself using your breathing techniques, finding your focal point, and arriving at your destination, feeling proud and accomplished. This mental rehearsal, or visualization, primes your brain for success. You're essentially practicing being calm before the event even happens, making it much more likely that you'll react calmly in the real situation. Tell yourself, "I've done this before, and I can do it again. I have the tools to handle this." This positive self-talk builds confidence and rewires your brain to associate public transport with competence instead of fear. And finally, let's have a post-ride ritual. After you get off the jeepney or trike, take a moment to acknowledge what you just did. Don't just rush off to your next task. Stop, take a deep breath of fresh air, and congratulate yourself. You did it. You faced the challenge, and you made it through. Maybe you treat yourself to a cold drink or just take a minute to stretch and feel the space around you. This positive reinforcement is crucial. It closes the loop and teaches your brain that the experience had a positive outcome. Over time, this helps to build a new narrative in your mind, one where you are capable, resilient, and in control. Each successful ride, no matter how small it seems, is a victory that builds on the last one. These techniques: box breathing, a soft gaze, grounding through touch, managing sound and scent, polite communication, mental preparation, and positive reinforcement. They're all small things, but when you combine them, they create a powerful system for managing anxiety. It's not about eliminating the feeling entirely, but about knowing you have the tools to navigate it. It's about taking your power back. Riding jeepneys and trikes is such a core part of the amazing experience of living in the Philippines. I don't want you to miss out on it, and I don't want to miss out on it either. So please, try these out. Let me know what works for you. Do you have your own tricks for staying calm on crowded transport? I would absolutely love to hear them. Share your tips and experiences in the comments below. Let's help each other out and build a supportive community. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. And consider subscribing for more content about life as an American in the Philippines. Your support means the world to me. Stay safe, stay calm, and I'll see you in the next video. Know that you are valuable and that you matter. God bless and peace.